Hi, I'm Grim from the Grim Adventures, and I've been asked to come down to Stag's Wargaming Club in Telford to take part in a special Blood Red Skies event with Warlord Games. I'm going to be interviewing Charlie Monaghan from Warlord Games, and he's going to be taking me through the game.
So the core box comes with enough of those for 6 of the Spitfires and 6 of the 109s. Nice and easy to identify, so the numbers are at the back for everything but the named pilots,
right?
Which are the ones with the black roundels in.
Oh, that's smashing that. And this one is what? Sailor Milan.
Sailor Milan.
See that's really lovely. What we got there?
Adolf Galland for the 109s for the Germans. You will notice that on each of the named ace pilots, they've got the RAF roundel, as it was, on the right-hand side.
See what we're looking at. See the roundel
base there. Now, that will only be the case on the first wave.
Right.
So it's effectively our homage to the Battle of Britain. Obviously, the core box set's called the Battle of Britain. For the full first wave, every one of the aces will have the RAF roundel on them.
I'm with you.
Future releases will be faction specific.
I'm with you.
It helps you say, well, I got mine in the first wave, the first release. You know,
is this
that limited edition sort of, which is nice. Just and the fact that it's RAF roundel, we're a British company, it's a British product, and so on and so forth.
That's smashing.
Yeah. So along with the planes, you're going to get your fighter cards,
right?
Which you've got the Spitfire one there, and I've got the 109.
So
they're very similar. The stats are exactly the same. So if I just go through the stats sort of one by one here, we've got the firepower at the top,
right?
The agility of the plane in the middle, and then the movement of the plane at the bottom.
And the movements in inches.
You'll also notice underneath the symbol for the movement, you've actually got the miles per hour of the plane listed.
Yeah, I got 357?
357 for the Spitfire, 354 miles per hour for the 109. Now that comes into effect when you've got two planes that are tied on who's going to go next. So the faster plane will always go first.
Makes sense.
It's all balanced out by cost of the plane, the particular traits that come with those planes, and so on and so forth.
And if it's so down the line, they just go bang. So don't argue. This is the speed. I like that.
It just allows you to keep the game moving without too much ambiguity, which is nice.
Yeah.
So along with the fighter cards, you also get a number of cards which form your deck when you're playing the game.
So these are like a smaller size deck than the usual cards?
Yeah, it's a very sort of mini cards. Mainly your deck's going to be made up by the aircraft traits for that plane. Right. So for example, the BF-109 has great dive and great climb. So we've then got a great dive card, a great climb card.
And this is just a little bit of flavour in which the planes can actually do that.
Yeah, just to separate them from all being the same sort of deals, doing the same things on the table.
And the tactics involved with that specific kind of aircraft.
Exactly right, yes, yeah. Now, every 109 will have great climb and great dive, whether it be a named ace, a rookie. These are the skills that relate to the plane itself rather than the pilot. So if you've got 6 109s, which we've got here, you would have 3 great climb and 3 great dives.
Okay, take me through it. Great climb, what does it do?
So great climb, you play it in reaction to an enemy plane within 12 inches, climbing up for advantage. So if you see an enemy plane looking like they're trying to gain a bit of advantage on you, the enemy plane must pass a manoeuvre test to succeed. So you're forcing them to make a test. So normally they could do it automatically. But you're saying, well, no. And again, this is where the 109's altitude would normally come in. They would normally fly them high. This is them saying, no, I've got the advantage, not you, so to speak. And then great dive is exactly that. So as an extra movement you can make in the game by burning your advantage, you can move an extra 6 inches on a dive just to simulate you sort of coming down from a higher altitude, gaining a bit of momentum, giving you that extra movement. With any plane that's got great dive, instead of adding 6 inches, they double their movement. So the 109 goes from being able to do a 13-inch move to being able to do a 14-inch move. For a Mustang, which is a much faster plane. It has a 9-inch move, so that would go from, instead of doing 15 inches with, with the dive, it would be doing an 18-inch dive.
18-inch? That's phenomenal.
Yeah, and obviously the great dive can only be used on a plane that has the great dive.
So you can't mix and match or anything like that. It's specific. That's nice to see those.
Now in the core set you also get a number of Doctrine and Theatre cards.
Right.
So Doctrines are exactly that, it's training doctrines of the squadron that you're flying with. So for example, I've got one here which is Seasoned Pilot.
Smashing.
So what that allows you to do, so you play it in reaction to a friendly plane failing a manoeuvre test. So if you're shot at, you would make a manoeuvre test to avoid losing advantage.
I'm with you.
Or, a worst case scenario, avoid being shot out the sky. So if you failed that test, you would play your Seasoned Pilot card, allowing you to re-roll and hopefully the plane.
I'd use that and get the extra damage, and it was literally just, I'll kill myself for that.
The plane re-rolls the dice for the manoeuvring test, which means you can kind of just hopefully avoid taking that extra damage.
Well then, I've got the Wall of Lead here. What's that do?
So Wall of Lead, you play this on a friendly plane, making a shooting attack after the dice are rolled.
Okay.
So take a boom chit.
Yep.
So boom chits are bad, but in this instance, it's allowing you to take a boom chit and allowing you to re-roll any dice that failed to score a success. So if you're rolling, let's say you roll 6 dice and none of them come up with 6s, you can re-roll all 6. If you get 1 6, you think I really want to go for a critical. You can re-roll the other 5 and hope to get another 6 to get that critical shot.
So realistically, that'll be a game ending.
It's a game ending. You don't want to use it too early on because you might be building a boom chit when you don't really want to do that too soon. Now each of these cards, you'll note on the bottom, it has like a small amount of text. This one says pilot test. So if you get it nice and close. Now every card has something written on the bottom. So the normal pilot traits have discards written at the bottom of them. So that just means you discard the card once you've used it.
Cool.
If it says pilot test, you can make a pilot test to hang on to that card rather than discarding it, meaning you can get further uses out of it as the game progresses. So they're quite nice. So they're the doctrines. You've then got your theatre cards.
Cool.
So the theatre cards, obviously for the Battle of Britain, are all geared around the Battle of Britain.
Makes sense.
So superior armament is something you would obviously give to the 109s flying in over the channel, over into Britain, looking to
cause some trouble.
And I've got radar support here.
Radar support. So obviously, typically that's a home advantage card. So if you're the Brits, you take your radar support, play that nice and early to give you a bit of advantage. So superior armament, you play it on a friendly plane during a shooting attack. It allows you to add 1 firepower dice to the attack.
Okay, so gives you that little much more dice to destroy.
So they've gone prepared. They've got bags of ammunition on the plane. They're good to go. So it's just simulating that. Again, they can make a gunnery test. And if they pass the gunnery test, they get to keep the cards rather than discarding it.
I like that. And what we got there, radar support. If I hand that over to yourself.
So radar support is quite a unique card. So this wouldn't go into your deck to play during the game. You play this card during deployment. So if you're taking it, you've got it out, good to go straight away. What it does, you play it during deployment. You make a manoeuvre test for each friendly plane. Any that score a success automatically begin the game with advantage. So if you've got a number of planes starting neutral or disadvantaged, you can go around along your squadron and go right, well that chap, I want to roll a manoeuvre test, roll a dice, if you pass, he goes from disadvantage neutral all the way to advantage.
So if you're very lucky with your rolls on that, you could end up with all advantage across the board, and you can't be shot at.
Exactly, so it simulates that radar support. They're aware of the incoming threat. So that's so it just adds that little bit of extra flavour to what's going on. And in the scenario rulebook, it will dictate which doctrine cards you take for particular scenarios. So if you're guiding the German bombers in over the channel into Britain, the British may well get radar support, and the Germans may well get superior armament. So each scenario will dictate what you can take.
That's all in the book there for you.
That's in the. So we've got the 3 rule books. There's the basic core rule book, expanded rule book, and then there's the scenario rule book. They all come in the core set. If, for example, you don't want to play a scenario, you just want to play a straight-up game against an opponent, against your friend, against somebody at the club, you can construct your own deck of cards.
Okay.
So for each plane, you would get one of your traits.
Yeah.
So the 109s, you would split it between your Great Dive and Great Climb.
Cool.
If you've got 6 Spitfires, you're going to get 6 tight turns.
Ah, right, and the tight turns, we didn't actually go, what?
Tight turn's a great card. So what tight turn allows you to do is normally your movement for a turn would be to move up to your maximum move, so 7 inches for a Spitfire, a minimum of 4 inches, so half rounded up, with a 45-degree turn at the end. Every plane can do that.
Yeah.
So it's always a minimum of half rounded up, a maximum of what their maximum move in is, with a 45-degree turn at the end.
Yeah.
Tight turn, if you play that on one of your Spitfires, allows you to make that 45-degree turn at any point during your movement.
At any point?
At any point. So you can do 45 degrees in the start to give you that little nick into the direction you want to go, or you could move and then do it. So it just gives the Spitfires that extra manoeuvrability that they were renowned for.
That makes these little beasts.
It really does.
So, if you're constructing a deck, so you've got your 6 planes, you take your 6 tight turn cards, so you'll see here you've got number of aircraft, if you've got 1.6, from 1 to 6 planes, you get 1 Doctrine and 2 theatre cards. So you can take whichever theatre card you like. There is a little bit of guidance based on what era of the war you're playing. So if you're playing early war, there'll be certain cards we recommend as more early war cards. If you're playing late war, again we've got cards that represent more late war, and also faction specific, so depending on what theatre you're flying in and stuff as well.
And that's just to allow for different materials, different armaments, different things that were available at the time and things like that.
Yeah, and allowing you to give flavour to your squadron. So rather than just taking a squadron of Spitfires, you're taking a squadron of Spitfires that fought in the Battle of Britain in 19, whatever era you want to go for. So
I'm going to play this specific squadron, I'm going to paint them up specifically like that. I like that.
And as you grow your squadron, so you go from 7 to 12 planes, you can have 2 Doctrine cards, 2 theatre cards, 13 to 18 planes, 3 Doctrine cards, 2 theatre cards, and then each extra 6 planes thereafter is +1 Doctrine cards.
So that matrix allows us to expand exponentially what we want to play as. I mean, we've got the basic set here, which is what, 6 each, and we've got a little add-on.
Yes, so we brought the aces into it. So.
And I got this Sailor Milan, obviously, single engine fighter only. I'm going to show you that there. Lovely jubbly. What have we got on you?
And then we've got Adolf Galland, who's the German ace.
And these are add-ons to the actual main set?
Yeah, so these are named aces. So you can create your own ace by taking a level 5 pilot. Or a pilot of a pilot skill of 5. These guys are actual named pilots from World War II. So Adolf Galland
is there.
And so was Sailor Milan. Sailor Milan is, you'll notice that Sailor is in inverted commas. It's because his first name was actually Adolf. And obviously being a British fighter, they gave him a nickname quite early, and that's where the Sailor Milan stuck. So each of these pilots are all quite unique. They come with their own cost. So
on the reverse side,
Adolf Galland's 135 points.
And we've got 135 as well.
Yeah, and it gives you a little bit of background on who they were, where they flew, and so on and so forth.
Lovely.
You can put Adolf Galland in any single engine fighters and jet fighters.
Oh wow.
So you can use him in other planes later on, but he does come with a 109. So that's his stand, as we said, Adolf Galland. A little bit different, so you can really tell the difference with the aces. You know when they're on the table because they've got the black roundel in there. Now, the aces don't just bring a name to the plane. They bring a number of their own traits. planes. So Adolf Galland's got +1 to his manoeuvrability. So it takes the 109 from a manoeuvrability of 3 up to a manoeuvrability of 4 when he's piloting it.
And that just allows you that extra bit more.
On the yes, yeah. So that 3 is a 4.
That 3 becomes a 4
when
with
Adolf's in that plane. Now, Sailor Milan brings +1 firepower to the plane. So rather than just being a single firepower in the Spitfires, it's now 2. So giving you an extra dice. So all those numbers relate to how many dice you're rolling when making tests, when shooting at an opponent, when avoiding shots coming in, so on and so forth. They also each bring their own ace skill card. So these ace skill cards are then added into your deck. So Adolf has Sixth Sense and Snapshot. So each of those cards go directly into your deck and form part of your deck for those planes. The ace cards can normally only be played on their own plane. So you can only play it on an ace. However, some of them, and I think it may well be, is it yet? So Sailor Milan has set them up. So when a friendly plane within 6 inches of the ace shoots at an enemy aircraft, the friendly plane adds +1 to their pilot skill when resolving the shooting attack. So it pays to have people next to Sailor, but it also allows you to play that on another plane rather than just the ace. So it gives that extra versatility. So the aces bring a lot more flavour to the game. They're probably they're a little bit, they're the more costly planes to pick up and to use on the table because you're paying a lot more for the pilots and so on and so forth. But they come with a lot of advantages. It's definitely worth buying and playing with those aces.
So if you were going to this as yourself now, you would pick up literally a starter set and you'll be like, may as well get an ace.
Yeah, definitely go for an ace. Now, if I was going to fly the Germans, I'd pick up Adolf Galland. If I was going to fly the Brits, I'd be picking up Sailor Milan. If I wanted to flesh out both, I'd pick up one of each. And then once you've got used to flying with those 6 and an ace, or you might take one of the planes out of the core set, replace it with the ace, play around with what pilot skills you want to take. So you might take a few more lower pilot skills so you can have that extra plane. Or you might go down to 4 planes or 5 planes and go for higher pilot skills. So depending on the pilot skill, obviously, is the cost. The cost goes up depending on how the skills are.
Very adaptive to the way that you want to play your squadron.
Exactly. I wouldn't recommend going just 3 aces because the game mechanics work in the sense that once you've taken so much pressure, imagine only 3 planes can only withstand so much pressure.
And there's only so much lead in the air.
Exactly, yes. And the idea is it encourages you to take a spread of planes. You're going to have a better chance at taking a day if you've got a well-balanced squad.
Even in a real squadron, they're going to have the ace, they're going to have some core members, and they're going to have the noob.
You're going to have the noob. Of course you're going to have the rookie. Now, we've had it where, I've seen people fly their ace up, really disadvantage an enemy plane, and then that rookie come up from behind, put the shots off into his tail, and take that plane. So the rookies can be really handy. They make a really nice target for your opponent as well. So if you can lure people into chasing the rookie, and then bring up your aces in the rear as a bit of a feint, there's all sorts of fun you can have. It's a very dynamic game in that respect. So
I'm just imagining it in my head now. I'm going to call mine chicken.
And there's a little bit of a campaign in the scenario rules where you can bring your pilots up through pilot skills and so on and so forth. And in future supplements, we'll be bringing in new theatres. So obviously this is predominantly geared around the Battle of Britain and that theatre. We have got the Mustang and the Zero in there because we wanted to bring something for every faction. I've had a few people say, well, the Mustangs wouldn't have fought the Zeros, but there was a long-range Mustang squad which fought in the Pacific Theatre, designed to cover much greater distances and harass the Zeros before sort of flying 5 hours back again. So, it's all, obviously, as with it being Warlord and a historical game, there's a lot of thought goes into how we select what we choose and so on and so forth. But the next wave is going to be in around 6 months' time. There'll be a new plane for each faction. releases and put them in the newer planes and stuff as well. So and we'll move through we'll move through the war by sort of period, and then start to branch out into different theatres as well.
And with the releases as well, will there be any campaign or organised?
Yeah, so the idea is it is a very it's a very tight rule set. You should be able to play a lot of organised play with it, so on and so forth. We'll be doing more scenario books, so
that's what people want to see nowadays.
I've heard whispers the next one's going to be geared around land, sort of air to water, fighting over destroyers and your carriers, banzai special rules, and so on and so forth. So,
is there going to be any specific terrain released with it?
I couldn't say. But obviously, with a lot of it being punch-out cards, so the clouds you get in the core set come on the same card stock that you would get the.
So what's that? 2 mil thick? 3 mil?
It's about 3 mil, 3 mil thick. So these are some of the prototypes. So the 6 clouds come in the core set. Clouds introduce a great mechanic into the game, but there's nothing stopping us from changing the clouds to destroyers, to land to air, to radar stations, so on and so forth, giving you some objectives to target on the ground. And so on.
The aircraft from a ship that supports that specific airplane that goes on. So areas of effect. That's really cool.
It's all dependent on the success of the game. If the first release is as successful as we hope it will be, then obviously we'll continue to release, far on into the future. I think what's really nice about it is something very different for Warlord games.
Yes.
We've got a core box of 6 109s, 6 Spitfires, all the rules, all the tokens, everything you need to play that game, and it's out the box playable. Your Spitfires are brown, your 109s are grey. The guys playing with the Mustangs there, so the Mustangs are blue, the Zeros are cream. The Yaks for the Soviets are green, so you can pull it out of the box, put your plane on your stand, and you're good to go. You're ready to play. We imagine a lot of people will paint them. They do look lovely painted up.
That is absolutely.
A bit of Africa camo on that Spitfire there,
and you've got to show us another ME109
paint. The 109 again in a
lovely scale, lovely size. Whoever painted that is amazing.
Well, they're very easy to paint because they're so small. I think people worry the details will even finer. But because they're so small, you don't worry about the details. A wash will pick up all the grooves of the panels of the plane and the wings. The difficulty just comes in, I suppose, if you wanted to paint the cockpit, and obviously that's just the windscreen of the cockpit, etc. But the idea is it's out the box playable. It's retailed at £40 for the core box game. Subsequent squadrons are £20, and then the aces are £10. So it's nice and cheap to get into. You can scale it up with an extra box of Spitfires if you wanted to take it from 6 to 12 planes. In the squadron boxes, you get a few different cards. It's what you have in the core box, and then we've been through some of the cards in the ace boxes. They add some different cards again as well.
I've seen some boxes hanging around here today. What have you actually got?
Boxes for this,
Sorry to make you walk.
I'll make a move with that then,
So obviously, because most of it's out on the table being played with, the best one to show you would be Lydia Litviak. So she's the Soviet ace.
Right. Lovely bit of artwork on the front, first of all.
The artwork's lovely. We've gone for a very
stylised.
Yeah, and it's meant to simulate that again. That late 30s, early 40s artwork. Of printed press and so on and so forth. And then on the reverse, so it shows you what you're getting in the box there, which is obviously the single fighter plane, plus all the cards and the tokens that you need to put her on the table. So we'll do that. We'll go through it. So in the box, you get your base and your fighter in a little polythene bag.
See if I can do this. Forgive me for all of the reflections off the bag.
Feel free to take her out the bag.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, of course,
Thank you. It's like opening a new toy at Christmas.
It is,
look at it's just a bit sad. Look at all the detail that's underneath the wings of this beast. It's an absolutely phenomenal little beast.
1/200 scale, so lovely little scale, and you'll notice dead easy to put on the base. Go forward.
Triangular as well, so it's literally
so you're facing forward all the time.
That's lovely. That is.
Yeah,
that is absolutely lovely.
And then along with the plane, you're going to get
the decals as well.
And they're actually stickers.
Yeah.
So rather than being decals, we've gone with stickers so that you can just stick them straight onto the plastic models.
So if you're not fussed about painting them or anything, just slap them on and go away.
Stick them straight on. Now we will be selling decals separately, and there'll be some squadron specific ones, so you can actually say, well, I want to paint this squadron up from World War II that fought in this battle at this time.
So again, showing off what Warlord's all about, really.
Exactly, yes, yeah. And then there'll be some very generic ones where you can just put them down if you want to.
Yeah.
Now, you go back to the painted ones we did previously, you'll notice there aren't actually any decals on this plane at all, and it doesn't lose anything from the top of the decals.
No, really.
So they're certainly not a necessity, and I wouldn't suggest people feel that they really need to go and do that. So in the box you get a number of cards. So you get Lydia's card herself, which explains sort of who she is. So you can, again, single engine fighters only. She's getting +1 to her firepower, so she was quite a trigger happy pilot. And then her 2 ace skill cards of Killer Instinct and Reflexes.
Smashing. Let's have a look at what they are then.
So Killer Instinct.
Right. Killer Instinct. Play on a friendly ace during their activation, and what it does, when conducting shooting attacks at a range of 3 inches or less, any hit score counts as a critical.
So any hit's a critical when you play that card,
Wow!
So it's a great setup, and criticals are always eating away your opponent's dice, meaning they're rolling less, they're more likely to be disadvantaged by that. Then finally she gets Reflexes. So in reaction to an ace being involved in a head-to-head shooting, the ace's shot is resolved before his opponent's. So if you can get that shot off, take them out the sky, they're not going to get a shot back.
No shooting
So
back
instead of being simultaneous, you're getting that shot in first. That's a great card.
That is a great card.
Now, unfortunately, all of the yaks come with poor quality. So a few planes have a negative aircraft trait.
Right.
So it's not a card in the same sense it goes into your deck.
Yeah.
This card's always active. So what we tend to do is just place it on the table next to your plane card.
I'm with you. So what does it do on this one?
So play in scenarios where a die roll is made for starting advantage. So in most head-to-head games, you roll a die to see whether your plane starts disadvantage, neutral, or advantage. Deduct -1 from the roll for all planes of this type. So you're only going to get advantage on a 6, and then you've got a greater chance of being disadvantaged at the start of the turn.
Makes sense.
So it's only going to come into play in open play, but in tournament play, that's when it's going to come into play.
Now there's different ones. I noticed there was one for a 0 as well.
Yes.
What's that one?
So the zeros are vulnerable. Meaning anytime they're shot at, you add 1 to your opponent's dice pool for shooting.
And that's just to show the fact that mainly they were aircraft borne, they were less armoured, so they need to get off the deck. And so it's more of the design of the aircraft.
It is, yes. And then finally she gets the tight turn, which is a trait of the plane itself. And there's an extra Killer Instinct in there, should you want to give that to one of your own aces of your own creation. So that's the small cards. You then obviously get the Yaks plane, which is similar stats to the 109 and the Spitfire. So having a firepower of 1, an agility of 3, and a movement of 7.
What's its miles per hour?
335. So it's a bit slower. It's getting tight turn, but also poor quality.
I'm with you.
But that poor quality is reflected in the points cost of that plane.
Where we've got 31 points for a Spitfire.
And 19 points for the Yak.
Oh, wow.
So meaning you can put a lot more Yaks on the table.
You can.
Than you can your Spitfire.
Literally double.
Yes, exactly, And then finally, you get your little punch-out roundels. So you get 2 normal aces, you get your Lydia Lidviak ace roundel, and then a 4 if you want to use the 4. And you get a nice little punch-out orange ace, which you only get in the ace boxes. Normally, it's just a blue one for the the standard squadrons we call force game. So just something different to these boxes.
Just to signify the importance of that ace, that individual person. That's smashing. That.
You know, putting it together really is what. So what you did before, you would punch out your roundel, pop out the centre,
and it's keyed again, so it's different shapes.
Yeah. So you know which way you're going with that. Pop it on the base. And
I mean, there was no faster than that. It's literally just good to go. It's 30 seconds.
Exactly. And they're very robust bases. So you know that's your disadvantaged planes. That's your neutral. That's your advantage. So you can really, you'll feel it click. You know where you're at. It's nice and you know you're not going to break it. You're not having to take it apart and add extra pins onto it.
Glue the wings together or anything. Yeah, I'm with you.
And it's good to go. You're ready to play.
That's smashing.
You know, like I said, there's no requirement to paint them if you don't want to.
No, I mean, and they're of an amazing quality as well. That scale.
Oh, great! I'm pleased you think so.
Hey, it's smashing.
No, we are proud of it. And, you know, we hope it's going to be a game people will pick up, go away, play, pick up a squadron box of each, have a different play with the different squadrons, get a feel of what works for you, what doesn't, and then hopefully get some people playing some organised play in, you know, clubs, tournaments, so on and so forth. So,
that's actually smashing. Should we have a go at teaching me how to play then?
Of course I will do. Yeah.
Smashing. Let's have a go. Cool.
The way the turn sequence works is we go through all the advantage planes first, 5, 4, 3, 2, all the neutrals, steer clear, and then the disadvantage planes. An activation of a fighter goes from, you can have a free shot if there's somebody within 6 inches of you at the start of your turn. You then choose to burn your advantage, which is to go from advantage to neutral, or neutral to disadvantage. That gives you some extra options in your move. So normally your move would be up to your maximum move, but a minimum of half round up. The only thing is, it has to be 18 inches with a 45-degree turn at the end. So if you burn your advantage, you can make a 180-degree turn at any point during your movement, as well as the 45-degree turn.
Yeah, you can sit
or add 6 inches to your move, and your move is always in a straight line from the arrow to the front of the base, unless obviously you make it. Okay, so we start with the advantage planes first. So it'll be my 5, followed by your 4. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fly quite casual, bring him 6 inches, and turn slightly this way. And then that
So shooting range you said is
6 inches. So we've got that to simulate the shooting. It's anywhere within that front head.
right. So if I burn my advantage, I can move 13 inches.
You can, finishing in the cloud as well would be a good place.
Go in neutral.
They're not that easy.
Can I have a little wiggle at the end of it?
You can, 45 degrees at the end. As soon as you hit cloud, it sets you to neutral, because you've gone through the cloud. Obviously you're neutral anyway, because you burn advantage. Your other what it means is if you burn advantage at the start of your next turn, you'll come out the cloud neutral, so you're gaining advantage for free. Because you're in the cloud, you're completely unseen. But you can't see out of the cloud either. You can't shoot out of the clouds, and you can't outmaneuver anybody from within the clouds. But it's a really nice place to start because of that free advantage.
What are these just to indicate that they've been?
Yeah, and because your advantage level changes throughout the turn. So then we move to the neutral planes. So I've got a neutral 3,
and a
3, and a 2. Yeah.
Oh, no, they're yours.
Oh, they're mine, sorry, yes. So I've got a 3 and a 2. And you just got
the 3, yeah.
So it'll be my 3 first, followed by yours. Now he remembers seeing somebody fly into that cloud, so he's just going to move his 4 inches and move 45 degrees that way, and then he's going to climb up to advantage at the end of his turn.
5 and 6 against advantage.
And then it'll be your 3.
Neutral. So is he able to do that because he just had a normal move?
So his pilot action
right.
is to shoot, outmaneuver, or climb, which is what he's doing.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's him forward.
Out of the action here, so I'm thinking.
Yeah, advantage.
I might.
Disadvantage.
So you fly? Do you fly always fly straight ahead?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless you use your manoeuvre, which you can use
we go
to
with
start,
advantage.
you've got a burn advantage to do that. Now, if 13 inches would get you into the cloud,
So you're the only one with advantage.
you would burn,
Yeah.
Just the one.
and because you'd be finishing in the cloud, it would set you to neutral,
Yeah.
which is quite nice. And
Yeah.
again, you
So I'm going to do that.
because we know you were going to neutral, there's no need to knock it
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
So it
Fine.
just saves time. Right, so then we go to the disadvantage planes, which
Mine
will
to
be.
2. Yours to 2.
Oh, so I've got that neutral, sorry, to go.
Oh, you've got your
neutral
neutral.
too.
Yeah, you haven't done your
Then
neutral.
after that, you pilot. So say this guy.
Again, he's just going to move 7 inches.
180 degrees. So you can say
Climb.
move however much you want. 180 degrees.
And then it will be your-
come back in, and then you play your action.
Your 5.
You're not in range of anything else, so it's back to advantage.
I'll do that then. So
Yeah.
we'll go turn to neutral.
Yeah, then measure it so however
So
long
he's
you
already
want to
disadvantaged.
Yes,
So
so he's
so
got no
you
advantage
can't
to
do
burn.
that. Yes. Yeah. So he's going to set 7, isn't it? Yeah,
You can
7
go
inches.
like 4 and then another 5 afterwards, or you know, however many you want.
As
You
long
can
as
go
I use
7 and then
9 in the
And at
total.
the end of that, can he then come up?
You can indeed, yes.
One-
And you can,
one
you
level.
can also move that 45 degrees as well if you want.
Yeah.
Then I can
But
turn.
presumably they just move to one level. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That's it on him, so we know he's good. And I think it's my 4,
Yeah.
yeah?
player action. There's nothing in range to shoot at because 6 inch shoot range.
He's going to do the same as you, he's going to move
Wanting to make them
7,
outmaneuver them. But you've got none of that, so you may as well just put it back to advantage.
climb up.
Saving for that side and ready to go.
Last one will be doing the same, I
So
think.
now we go to neutral. I've got a neutral 4.
So this one, had this one not
So you
been
go neutral, and then
disadvantaged,
whoever's the
it's
highest.
actually made quite a difference because if you could have gone
If I had
13,
2 neutrals, they were both 3.
you could actually have flown pretty much.
Almost completely
Yeah.
through the cloud.
So, yeah. So it does make quite a big difference. That.
Planes are 80. They're both 5, they're both disadvantaged. So then what you do is get
Okay, so that we finished the turn. So
speed. So
you can only shoot at planes at a lower advantage level than you.
Okay.
So you've always got to try and find a way of forcing them down. If, for example, you can get one of your planes in the rear arc of within 6 inches of an enemy plane, your class is tailing, that immediately knocks them down to disadvantage, so right down, regardless of what level they
It
are.
just says reduce enemy advantage by 1.
By 1. I believe it's all the way down. I think that's a typo on that sheet, but in the main rulebook, it knocks them all the way down to disadvantage. The wingman effect, so if you've got a plane covering your own, one of your friendly fighters' rear arc, they can't be classed as tailing, so that's where that staggered effect comes in quite handy. So in the moment, yeah, it's alright.
But he can't shoot anyway because he's in the clouds.
He's in the
So
clouds, yeah. So start the turn, we'll start the advantage planes first. Again, it will be my
3 of those, I haven't got any.
it'll be my 5 first. And what he's going to do, he's going to fly forward. It's 7 inches.
So instead of having normally, if you burn it to get extra movement, you get 6 inches.
And he's going to attempt to outmaneuver your base. So that's my pilot action. So because we're the same level, you get to try and avoid that. So you take your 5 as your pilot skill, so you get 5 dice for that.
Yeah, it's your turn next.
Yeah, and then you
So
get
don't have to
3
divide, but just
for the manoeuvrability of the plane because it's an agility test.
Another 3 then, yeah?
Yeah, so you just need 1 6,
Yeah, maximum of 9, minimum of 5.
which he does, so that's fine. So he's unaffected by me trying to sort of fly in, flick my wings at him, trying to make him think he's doing something I'm not.
And then
So that'll be my 3,
And then you can go back to neutral.
who's just going to
One of
move
them. from this distance, that's probably going to be it. Later on, you want to be staying.
He's going to move his 7 inches as well.
Okay. Because it means other people can't shoot it.
Well, I'll do that now.
And he's going to try the same again. He's going to try and outmaneuver your blade again. So,
Which one? That one.
so no, I can't see that one in the clouds.
Of course he's in the cloud.
Yeah. So it will be just the
Right, and then I can turn in 180.
8 dice again.
Then you've got a 180 jump,
Yeah, he's fine.
Turn in.
I say it's 8 dice. I just put this card over.
Knock him back up to neutral.
He actually gets an extra dice because he's a
Oh,
named
right, so it'll
pilot.
be 9 then.
Yeah, he has a signature trait of being more manoeuvrable. So yeah, it's probably best to have him that way up, so we know that he's got that.
Right, okay.
Now we do
And then finally my 2,
disadvantage Mustang.
and he's just going to move
Yeah, but you're the full speed, haven't you? Yeah.
his 7
Yeah,
inches.
your Mustang first.
And he can't really do anything else, so he's just going to sit pretty for the time being and wait there.
No,
We'll go
Oh, I can't
to
go
neutral
any lower.
planes, so it'll be your 8s first.
Okay.
So, I will go.
so if you wanted,
So
what we
if my plane was just a lower advantage,
5 inches and turn
you would have a chance of having a shot at them because they're higher. You wouldn't be able to get that snap shot.
So I can't do that.
And then 45.
and then
Knock him to neutral.
yeah, exactly.
Probably going to. So what if I burn advantage? No, I'm not going to be able to get in his rear arc doing that anyway, am I? So I've got the range.
You might just be, you can't be classed as tailing a plane when you're disadvantaged.
Yeah, okay.
But at the start of the next turn, so you're in a good position to keep chasing him.
So it's disadvantage 3, so you go first again. Yeah, but it still goes to because we're the same pilot. Always on speed. As long as the pilot skill is the same, he goes on speed.
So, I'll burn that. No, I can't. Can I? So, forward now.
Between 5 and 9, you know.
Yeah.
Go do a me and do the shot. Yes, they go, no, I don't want to move on this turn. And they go, then you drop it.
Is that okay legal to move turn 45 and then
Climb up. Yeah, of course it is.
yeah,
Yeah. No. Yeah, sorry, yes, yeah, that's fine. And the beauty of that is, so at the start of my turn, I would be moving first because I've got them all the higher speed. So I'd either have to move away or I'd have to do a 180 and come past you. But you could also do that and still get on my tail. So it's got him in a good position to start the turn.
that's a 4. So I think it's your 4 next.
It will be my 4.
So this is why you have to use these because things suddenly start changing. Makes sense.
So I'm going to play my tight turn. So what that does, it allows me to make my 45-degree turn at any point during my movement,
Not just at the end.
Okay. So I play that. I get another card for playing it.
So, you burn your advantage, you get 6.
And then what I will do is I'm going to use it straight away. So I'm going to turn him
Yeah,
this
you get
way.
6 extra inches for burning.
Bring him
Basically diving down.
7 inches this
You was
way.
19 if you play great
And
dive.
then he's going to climb up.
Oh, otherwise it's
Turn
just.
45.
Advantage. And then it'll be your
Now it goes to
3.
advantage.
No, it'll be your 4. Yeah. Who can burn advantage for 3 now?
So,
Now what he can do, so he's got to move a minimum of 4 inches.
Yeah.
He could move probably 4 inches that way.
so if I
Chuck his 180 on, he'd be neutral and be on my tail.
Right. Okay. We'll do that then.
can I then fire?
Yes, but you can fire on any of these. Basically, you want to be.
I wish they'd make the numbers a bit distinctive on these.
So we pinched them off Alan because he could take measure, kept getting in the way.
Yeah. So to do that,
Straight
then
up, and you pick your target.
But 180 degrees, because you've got your
180.
advantage in the cloud,
yeah.
you've got that extra
Right.
manoeuvrability.
But I stay as neutral.
You'll
do I?
stay as
Because I've
neutral,
come out of the cloud. Yeah.
Because,
Do I have to be?
now you could climb if you wanted to, but because you're on my tail,
Say take him.
you knock me straight down to disadvantage.
Yeah. We go for it.
Yeah, and you have a shot.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
4 dice for your pilot skill,
Right.
and then 1 dice for your firepower, which is the one at the top. You just need 1 6.
I roll 6s.
I'm in with 6 there.
2 6s is good, 1 6 will do.
You take shots.
So what that does is it gives me a boom chit.
3 dice.
So I take a boom chit now from being shot at. Because I've been shot at, I'm now going to try and outmaneuver those shots coming in. So I get What am I on? 3. So I get 3 dice for the pilot, and then 3 for the manoeuvrability of the plane.
And you're looking for a 6 again, yeah.
I just need A6, so I'm safe. He's not going out the skies. Just see if I lose. But I've got a boom chip. Once I've got all boom chips and I've got planes, it's game over.
Okay.
So it's the same thing.
So taking a plane out of the sky would give me 1 more boom chip to let me down a plane, so it's a big swing to be able to shoot a plane out of the sky. So yeah, you've got that too. Now, 7 inches. Oh, so yeah, you've got 3 first. Yeah, go on, we'll do the 3 first, then I'll...
Okay.
Again, he can burn advantage for free. He's in the clouds.
He's going to power up, burn his advantage.
So he can move 13 inches then, yeah? Or he can do 45 degrees, isn't it?
So now we go to neutral
I would say...
That's your
Alright, sorry, that's one of your planes.
Yeah, you could shoot that one.
Yeah, 7 inches is probably about there.
Yeah.
So you could still...
But I've got to move.
But if you use your
manoeuvre,
yeah, so you still move 7 inches.
Okay, but I
you
can
turn straight
go in
away.
any direction. Okay, we'll do that.
again, burn your
There, right?
Yeah. Coming out neutral,
I'm staying level.
Yeah. It's definitely within 6 inches. Yeah.
So we'll have another top shot
Another
then,
shot. Yeah. So it's 3 dice for your pilot skill,
Burn me advantage,
and then 1 for the firepower.
and then I'm going to turn. So when can I put that up?
2, so it's a critical. So I lose a dice for it being a critical hit. So normally it'd be 3 for the pilot skill, 3 for the agility of the plane, but I lose 1.
as an action, as a pilot action. But again,
And he's gone this time. So I took a boom chip for being hit, and then take a boom chip for losing the plane.
next time come in for the attack.
And now I'm on 3 boom chips with 3 planes. 1 more boom chips,
And you're gone.
and I'm gone.
And you're
But
done.
if you're coming in to do that,
Yeah.
and this is where it gets tricky.
So what we got left? So that was that.
Him. So if you put it, yeah, that's it.
6 inches.
Yeah, because they've been. Yeah, so it's just him.
Yeah.
So I can come past.
So he
And
is
end up coming
gonna.
in. But I can't do a 180.
No.
So you know you say, but I can fly.
Hang on, I'm just going to move him into the cloud.
You can, if you burn advantage first, come through the cloud, you'd still finish neutral.
Oh, right, okay.
So you go disadvantage to come through.
Yeah.
And burn him back up,
Yeah, and then go back up.
and then leave him
I don't know if that would give me anything though. For move 13.
Now it's my guy.
I'll tell you what you could do. You could move, how much would get you into the cloud? So you can say here, 4. So if you burned,
Yeah.
went 4,
Yeah.
turned,
Yeah.
moved your extra 3 to come out, which is 1, 2, oh sorry, yeah.
There.
So there,
And then
you come out neutral,
back. Yeah.
and then you can climb
Oh, right, okay.
at the end of your turn.
Okay, right. We'll do that then, yeah. Because he's not in, obviously not in shooting
Just
range.
outside, yeah.
4 inches.
Okay.
So I will pull all the chits in. This is probably going to be the last turn, I think.
What that would mean is
So it's advantage planes first. It will be my ace who gets a chance to run away. I'm going to play tight turn,
because I'm high,
Okay.
it automatically does it. So you automatically come to me.
allowing me to make my 45 degree at the start.
So then it's your 2 neutral blokes here.
I'm going to burn advantage, but I really do want to get away. And I'm going to fly 13 inches through this cloud.
Right, so I'm going to burn me advantage there.
Yeah, I'm going to say this guy.
And then I'm going to climb back up
So if you
to
came
advantage
into there,
Because you've gone
no,
through the
don't
clouds.
So I've
turn.
gone through the clouds. Yeah.
Okay.
You burn your advantage.
Yeah.
You can move your 9 inches
Yeah.
into
So
the
presumably he can do the same.
You can do exactly the same thing.
45 degrees, and then carry on with your extra 6 inches.
Yeah, but I won't be able to shoot if I do that though.
9 inches.
You won't need to climb because you'll be on his tail.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, then you go back to
do that
neutral,
then.
you're in a cloud. And that's turn 45, and then you get another 6 inches.
Behind him.
Yeah, so
he
knocks me
goes-
down to disadvantage. Yeah. And then you're rolling a lot of dice. So you've also got
Then it's your
snapshot.
shot.
So that's just for when you're shooting on someone's side.
These get
Something that's got a lot to think about.
an extra one. Oh, no, that's shooting's that, isn't it?
Move him.
Yes, shooting's the top one.
9
Yeah.
inches.
So
9 is
So it's manoeuvrability, he's getting an extra 1 on.
Yeah, so it's 1 plus the 5, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. And then I'm
Yeah,
going
no,
to do 6 on
snapshot
him.
is a deflection shot.
Yep, easily.
So I'll take a shot at him.
Yeah.
Okay, so 6.
Yeah. Pilot, so I get 2.
Ah, no 6s.
Not this time.
Yeah, boom.
But you've dropped him down
I
to disadvantage, which is
think you
good.
get disadvantage because
Then we've got my advantage 2, and then your advantage 2. So, oh sorry, my
No,
advantage
you're
4.
4. You're 4 and you're 2.
Yeah.
with shooting, if you shoot a plane that isn't the closest to you, you lose it.
I think it's in round maneuver.
That's right, I wasn't 100%, so I think so.
I have checked in the past.
Those fine, you get full points. So you get 2 for your pilot skill.
Right, I'm going to play tight turn again.
Sixes.
Yeah, you look at the 6s. Yes,
Give me that
I get a hit,
45 at start.
and now I have to roll to see if I stay in. So I get 3.
And if I move
plus 3, 6
by
dice.
7
I
inches.
just need a 6. Yep, I stay in. I'm okay. And
I burnt my advantage, sorry. I'm going
now
to
the turn of my 3.
turn round, coming this way.
So
And then at the end of my turn, climb up to there. Then be my 2, then your 2.
Yep.
I should have done something different, but never mind.
I'm going to move my
So this
4.
chap's going to...
So that's
Where's seven?
yeah, that's that round.
So just before you do anything else,
Yeah.
Advantage planes.
this thing,
I've got
you may
advantage
actually do
4.
play in the tournament.
I'm going to burn my
Yeah.
tight turn.
You can play that. Yeah.
45 degree
On him,
Yes.
so we'll play that.
Yeah.
Just give that a go. So let's pass the manoeuvre test.
Yeah, so it's
So I'm
the
just,
same.
I'm just trying to see.
No,
what
that's
different
great,
things
yeah.
the cards do.
So it's 4 dice for the pilot,
Yeah.
and
7
then
inches.
3 for the manoeuvrability of the plane. I need A6 to be able to do it. He doesn't. So when it does, it stays neutral, which is great. Yeah.
But I
So you discard that,
make a test.
and then
and then pick another
and then pick another one.
Okay, fine.
5 dice.
Once you've run out of cards, you just pick the discarded pile back up again and carry it
Okay, we'll just shuffle them up or something,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah. Some cards will say remove
Yeah.
at the bottom, which means if you completely remove them out of the play, you can only play them once per game.
Then you get 2 for your manoeuvre.
So, yeah, my 2 is going to fly, he's going to burn his advantage. He's going to try the same thing, he's going to move to here,
You see, that's quite.
turn is 45, and he's going to try and climb for advantage.
He can do it.
Unless you had another great climb, but I'm okay.
No, just got a great
But it
dive.
So he sets him up basically.
Big dive will help you out,
Yeah.
catching these guys in there though.
And again, next time, you know, just turn that.
Now it's your
yeah.
2.
Right.
So yeah, again, next time, if I use a tight turn, I turn 45 degrees, and I'm going to be right in your butt. But it's not, because obviously you're going to get a go before that, and you're going to be out of it.
So,
I'm going to burn another tight turn. To move 45 degrees.
shoot, everybody's behind me.
7 inches. There. And then I'm going to open fire on you.
Clouds also don't block line of sight
But
unless you're in
not
them, so
tailored.
you can't see through a cloud. You're imagined to be above or below
Okay,
it.
okay.
Was it 3
Right,
plus
so what
2?
yes, but to get, that wouldn't be any, well, if, yeah, that wouldn't be any good against him. I'm just thinking of doing, so for burn advantage, basically come head on him.
Yeah.
So do I go to neutral
Take a
You
then?
would be neutral, so you'd both be the same
And I get
level,
nothing.
meaning you
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to get a shot.
Oh, so you have to be one, yeah, you have to be one higher. Okay, so it's
You'd have rolled 9 dice plus your 5 for him. And all you need is A6 to not drop out of the sky. So your odds would have been pretty good. But yeah, that's their go. So now we go to neutral. That's me
Because at the end of your
first.
turn you can use your power actively. Obviously you could climb up at the end. Great dive is double your movement, so it's 14 inches instead of 13
Right.
inches, meaning you could comfortably get away from
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, yeah.
these incoming planes.
See the damn numbers on this thing. So 14 would take me to there. So So
So I'm
come
going
to there, take that to that, and then 45 degrees at the end.
Yeah. And then you can climb back up as you pan.
4 inches.
Oh, right, okay.
And then
So you
45
discarded the
degrees.
great dive,
I'm going to
you
take
draw,
Okay.
another great dive.
What's that?
Seasoned pilots is quite nice as well. So
Five
reaction
and
to friendly planes failing a manoeuvre test. So do eventually manage to get a shot
so
off
you get
against you.
Right.
If you fail it, you can play that seasoned
And
pilot.
that's, so that can be against any plane, not just the ace. Oh, okay, fine.
It's only the black
It's
rimmed
still
cards
size,
that
so
are
you
free.
get 9 plus 5.
Right, how are we doing?
Right, so we go
Am I
to
still
have neutral
just
planes.
mine, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
yours. So it's the 4 and the
Because
3.
he's been, you've been now, yeah.
I think it looks like it's going to become a bit of a corral until somebody does something a bit more risky.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking, can I fly through my own? Do they assume to be a
Yes, yeah,
different?
of course you can, yeah.
So what I'm thinking is,
You're going to burn.
burn
Unfortunately, you
advantage,
get an extra boom chip. Your 8 is
takes me to
dead.
that, turn, go into the clouds,
Yeah,
You get 2
and then
more boom
neutral.
chips.
come back.
Lovely, good move.
So
I like it.
the idea is it's not the fault of the deck. What it is, if
And then
you've
this
got more
one.
boom chips, then you have planes. It basically means you've seen them off. You fought together, they've taken some
Same.
damage and they've gone, enough of this, I'm gone.
I won't measure because
So
it's
that was
coming in.
very unfortunate for me.
Leave him like that.
That was
Yeah, great.
Okay,
Yeah, all
everything.
the chits come in.
Your neutral freeze to go
We'll
next.
start with the advantage plane, which is my 4, sorry, my 4's neutral.
Oh, sorry, because it was
So we will have the chip back.
2.
So it'll be my 2, then your 2.
Yeah.
So,
You can burn advantage 180 and get up to him and try and make him disadvantaged. Or, no, the best bet, burn advantage.
so my 2 is going to...
And
He's going to burn his advantage.
Yeah.
You don't really want to be
Going to play tight turn again.
You can,
Get rid of
set
some of these
these
tight
guys
turns
off.
and get
You
something.
made him disadvantaged.
I'm doing different.
Yeah.
It's all
That's
just
You
tight
burn your
turn.
advantage, turn 180.
So,
They were well
and then
shuffled.
yeah,
once
once
you go
again,
into
no need to shuffle them again. So,
it doesn't really matter. It's basically within,
move is 45.
It's basically
He's going to
be within
burn his
9
advantage,
inches
so he
to
goes
make
through the
him-
clouds.
So you
Oh, you
can make
burned to
him
go to
do
neutral, didn't you?
test.
Sorry. So,
Back up then.
But then you wouldn't be able to turn.
a couple more inches, and then he's going to come
No,
back
I'm in my line
round
of sight now, aren't I?
and
Yeah.
climb up.
Okay.
Start his
So
next
if I what? So I move a bit closer there.
Yeah, so you want to move about 5
your
inches down to
So
minimum.
he's going to
5
move.
inches there.
So it's
And
4
then you
inches
can make
minimum.
me take a test.
Okay, then we'll do that.
Okay, so I get 3,
Come in,
Yeah.
and he's going to have a pop at your
I
chappy.
get nothing, so he goes to disadvantage now.
Right, he's been.
Yeah, and
So
he's
is that?
So the next one then.
So that's great because that also means it's not his go after him.
I would
You
say.
know what I mean? Because before, it was
I would
only
say
his
that's
go,
just
his go,
real.
his go.
So these two
And then,
go
And now you do it really, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, well now he
It's
be
on
the
the,
arrow,
it's on the
yeah.
line, so you could probably choose if you want.
yeah,
So with that 3 then, I'm in. I can shoot
One of
from
them,
there, can I, on the
so-
side?
you can because you're within 2
That's it.
Right, so I'll do that.
Just the
I have
one.
to get that snap full
it,
fire
yeah.
now,
Yeah.
That's with your ace, yeah. So
Okay.
that's,
So what? What's the plan?
No,
so you get 3 dice for your fight skill
Super firepower.
and then 2 for attack.
So then it's neutral planes. So I've got a neutral, you've got your ace first. So the first thing he wants to do
Boom chip to me as well.
is a shot. Because he's
And
been
now
at
yes,
6 inches.
yeah, so we'll do that.
Speed is
do that
7,
first
2,
thing.
4, 5, 6,
5.
7, and my pilot skill at 3. So I get to see if I stay in the air now. Ah, yes.
Alright, so you stay in the air.
That's
for
it,
that.
yeah, nothing else. I haven't dropped that.
So deflection shot is
That's
when you
just
shoot
for-
them
yeah,
on the
yeah.
side.
So now it goes to your 2.
So with the same
Come on,
rope,
6
I'm
inches.
just
All that
gonna-
one's spinning. No.
Oh, no,
Oh, we're
no,
going
it's
rubbish now.
Sorry, yeah.
We've not got
You shot,
anything, we
he's
haven't
gonna
just
move.
seasoned pilot
Oh,
with
right,
all
so you
maneuver
get both.
tests.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, right,
basically
okay.
that was
what about
because
me
that was a
ace?
Just because I'm close, you just get 3 votes. Alright.
It's just
No, that's
the
the
extra
manoeuvring, yeah.
ability, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Is there any chance
that was
now
your
I can take
snapshot.
another
You've still got the
shot?
turn to,
Yeah.
to take as well.
So I can go.
So
I mean, you
I've
could
got to
do
move.
if it were
4 inches.
I mean, you've got to move 5
gonna
inches,
take me.
and then you've only got a 45-degree turn.
Right on top of you.
Now what you could
And if you
do,
burned your advantage turn,
you could burn your advantage.
then
Yeah.
you've got to, yeah. So that was your two.
Doing
Yeah.
so
So
from
Same
maneuver,
So same again, yeah. You're doing 2 and 2,
You have to fly past him.
You have to come forward.
nothing. And unfortunately, because they're head on,
You have to move straight a straight line first, don't you? Yeah.
Unless you burn your advantage where you get your manoeuvrability. So
I get a hit on you.
Your options are fly past him, which is
bounce hit on you, and that's
a
Yeah.
good option.
He doesn't go.
Or burn your advantage to
You
get your
don't change him
manoeuvrability.
Nope, nothing like that.
Potentially
So,
fly
now
into
it's
the
his
cloud.
Yeah, no, it's his move. He can move.
See what
He's
you
got
mean,
to move
yeah.
up to fly. Yeah, let's get some clear.
I think the ace is proving to be quite a difficult target. So maybe they would peel off in an effort to
So
go.
we'll do that
then.
there's nothing else. You can't shoot.
So
You can't outmaneuver.
yeah, so we'll come back
He
down.
has gone up to advantage.
So can he sort of fly in any direction then, basically?
Yes,
Yes,
7
as long as
inches.
he's not more than
Minimum.
180,
Yeah.
So he can go up. He can go up again.
So he's going
So
to
again,
Get them all the way out.
come into the cloud.
You know,
Right, so we're all done.
So he can go 7 inches. Yeah, we might as well stay there.
Yeah,
That's
that's
right.
fine, yeah.
So at the end, so he would have
Stays
burned,
neutral in
but
there.
it would come up. Yeah.
Yeah.
anyway, 7, get the hell
The
out of
cloud
the
as well, he
way.
stops
Yeah.
neutral. So then we go to my neutral
That's
4.
everything
Neutral
done.
4, yeah.
So yeah, now we start again.
You can't see anybody at the moment.
Advantages.
So he's just going to move
My 4 first.
7 inches forwards
So he's going to come.
and turn slightly this way. He's going to go and try and support his ace.
And then
Climb up
turn.
to
Can't really get turn a little bit more than no.
This is where you can probably do a bit of damage now again. So
He's
your
at
4 can burn
disadvantage.
advantage for free, so we assume that he does because he's coming out neutral anyway.
Yeah.
You can move forward a few,
to do it
to
yeah.
180,
Yeah.
come on the tail of the
Which you
bridge.
do, yeah. So, right like that.
2 me again.
As
Okay.
long as it's a total of 4 inches, which is
Yeah, yeah.
So you get 2 and then 2
Down.
drops him down.
Right, so we'll try shooting again.
+1 because you're not
So I should have 6.
Yeah, you just need A6.
It's 8.
6.
So that would be the final boom chip for me.
Stuff, I think.
You would normally play through the rest of the turn. If there was a chance the other player could bring it to a draw. Otherwise, if it was me, I'd probably concede because you've got no boom chips. I've got 4, I'm down a plane, but yeah, it gives you an idea.
It's just getting, it's just understanding the changes in advantage, really, is making it to understand.
I think that's the hardest thing to track,
Yeah,
is
yeah,
making sure
yeah,
you track these
yeah.
advantage numbers. But yeah, it's quite a fluid dynamic.
It is, once you get used to that, it's not too bad, so.
Yeah, good.
Good, excellent, thank you, Charlie.
Have you enjoyed it?
Try and force
If I can get both of you, borrow your set as well.
you the line. Now your best bet.
Do you want to?
No, talk to her about it.
Fair enough. Go.
Do you need...
Yeah, I'll sort of try it hard or something because I want to get that in the background, perhaps us between us.
what about, between us, if we stood here and it went that side?
Yeah, or me there, you there, coming down at us. So what I want to do is,
okay, yeah, I've got you.
I want us a bit more playing
And
with
I
stuff
can
on
show
here.
you stuff and things like that.
Because what I want to go through specifically is a quick, as I say, one-on-one. You can show me like break it down exactly that. But what I want to know is specifics of the cards and what the aces bring to it.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, sure.
Something that you want to say, just bring it up, man.
You know,
Oh, don't worry. Alright. Or do you want to wait until after lunch?
no, I'm good, mate, I'm good. It's a shame, because what would be nice to do, but it'd probably take us about an hour to do it, would be to literally go through, this is how you set up.
Yes.
This is how you do that, this is how you do this, do that.
I agree with you there. Shall we wait until the end and do it then?
Well,
It's a bit quiet. What time are you thinking? Then you can
I've
concentrate.
not got a queue of people doing it, waiting to do it, so we can start, and if we need to stop, we can stop, and so on and so forth, so...
Now it's your turn.